Micheal Martin made a critical mistake with Sinn Fein when forming a coalition government, and it could play straight into their hands, a commentator argued. Sinn Fein took home 37 seats in February's general election, only one fewer than the Fianna Fáil, which had been the main opposition party, and 2 more seats than Fine Gael, which had been in government since 2011. This increase of 14 seats since the last election meant Sinn Féin had secured a historic result for the party. Sinn Féin leader Mary Lou MacDonald even described the outcome as something of a revolution in the ballot box. When all the first preferences were counted, the left-wing Republican Party had 24.5% of the vote, while Fianna Fáil had 22% and Fine Gael just 21%. It was the first time in close to a century that neither of the main 2 parties, Fianna Fáil or Fine Gael, had won the most votes. However, the leaders of both ruled out forming a coalition with Sinn Féin and instead created a joint government together which is currently led by Fianna Fáil leader Micheal Martin. Even so, Sinn Féin could have formed a coalition with the smaller parties such as the Social Democrats, the Green Party, and People Before Profit to rival its 2 main opponents. It would have needed a handful of independent candidates too, as a party needs 80 seats in the Dáil to form a government. However, this could dilute the potency of Sinn Féin's political platform, according to contributor Conor Donnan, writing for Irish Central. Writing prior to the formation of the current coalition, he suggested it would be better if the left-wing party took another tactic instead rather than push to be in government. Mr. Donnan wrote, "If Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael formed a government without Sinn Féin, they would prove themselves to be an old boys club that was willing to ignore the democratic mandate of Sinn Féin." He claimed that Ms. MacDonald, Sinn Féin's leader, had already undermined the coalition after she said, "People voted for change and not a grand coalition between Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael." With both main parties leading the nation, Sinn Féin could then capitalise on the establishment's attempts to portray them as unfit radicals. Mr. Donnan added that, a coalition between Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael could be a blessing, as it would appear undemocratic and unwilling to embrace change.